welcome back to Nepharix Plays Fallout New Vegas. Ooh, we're on Old World Blues.
Have you come for hello? The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
Animal? Did you just call me an animal?
Yes, animal. Hormones, pores, glands, all wrapped up in skin. Who knows what terrifying secrets lie beneath your epidermis? Scalpels shall tell us your secrets, even if we must cut deep for such knowledge. I was head of my biology class at American High, you know?
I encountered your pet next day and had to kill it.
So, you put down Gabe. Thank you. A scamp, but really, his highly augmented combat programming could have proved meddlesome. In any event, thank you for putting him down. One less test subject to catalog and sort. Clearly a failure of Doggy's cybo-engineering.
Let's see. Who are you and what do you do here?
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
You're responsible for the Crazadors?
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
What makes you think they haven't escaped? Contained at Big Mountain, those things are all over the Mojave.
No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
What makes you think they haven't escaped?
Because Big Mountain safety measures are far more sophisticated than their primitive animal instincts. We are their lords and masters.
I don't think they're sterile, they're breed alright.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
Go ahead. You might make me more fertile and impregnate me.
Impregnate you? What? Do you want to make me vomit inside my tank? The mere notion makes the edges of my biomed gel crystallize into asymmetrical patterns.
You don't seem to have a grasp on your own research.
Nonsense! That is what you speak. Nonsense from beyond. I was at the top of my high school class in American high school. I knew facts. I knew figures. I knew data. We would know if our research was flawed. It is not. We never contradict ourselves, so do not even try.
Alright, where did you create Crazadors? Give me a single concrete fact, one fact.
Why are we even debating this? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius besieges us. There are more important things to worry about than data and facts.
Tell me, why does Klein... Never mind, we spoke of him. So what did I just get? Gabe and Higgs Village. Oh, there it is, bro. See it. We're almost done, actually. I want to see if I can get enough. Here, let's keep talking.
We haven't seen anybody in a while. Maybe the monsters have stealth suits
You
too.
are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
Let's see. The quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin.
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue, like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's mouthal cavity.
You seem to be looking at me a lot. Who are you? What do you do here?
Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack, snip, done. The brain is finally free of the skin envelope, which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With
Is that what it is?
However, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized. I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols.
But how am I still talking and walking around?
That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow. It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain wherever it sloped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again.
Who are you? What do you do here?
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dalla, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science.
What's formography? That's a good
It's
one.
excessive examination of the human form to achieve psychological arousal. Disgusting. I would never succumb to such base appetites. Distractions. Filthy, filthy distractions.
Let's see. First had lots of titles.
What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification of personality and importance. We could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title.
I'm sometimes called the courier.
Oh, a mailman. A delivery man. Someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance. You are the second one I've met in recent times. Very different specimens.
There was another courier.
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too. although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety.
What was the question?
I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs. My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. I do not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory.
Let's see. He came and went. Dr. O.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in think tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
You're Dr. O, correct?
Oh? Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got the doctor part correct. I can be grateful for that, if only. Stop the presses! Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Rob Kotek on your arm? It is! What's your agenda bringing that in here?
What, my Pip-Boy?
How dare you bring Rob Kotek in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are? Ooh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years. You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
Well, you don't need to worry about Mr. House anyway.
Worry about House? Why would I do this? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, straining his last remaining bodily fluids into jars. And him and his dirty girl bots. Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
Calm down, just wanted to ask if I asked. What do you do here?
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
Doesn't sound impressive, breaking machines, that is.
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
You have another name?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Are you sure I'm a good listener? I got the ears for it?
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics. Okay, so my name isn't O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
I think I'm confusing the letter with the number in Dr. Zero.
Yes, thank you. Zero. I am zero. How hard is that? A narrow, thin zero.
I don't know, O sounds more impressive. You want me to call you Zero or...
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
Well... You look like there's no way to tell you. Alright, perfect. Go ahead and do this. You know what? Let's start amping up guns. Okay, so what do we got here? I can keep doing the same thing, bloody mess. Let's see. Using a rifle, you have learn. Items with the weight of 2 or less weigh half as much for you. Quick draw. Actually, that'd probably help. I think I got everything. That's the conversation he had. the big empty.
What are you doing?
I've heard one of the previous visitors in the dome spoke to you and had some questions.
Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. An interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left us some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh, well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
No kidding. You said you,
Yes. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear.
let's see. What's the auto dock surgery code you mentioned? Is that the model? So you think?
Yes, always leaves back doors into things. Have to keep finding them and closing them. The auto dock is now erased of his routines. It was thorough. Only Mobius would know for sure what happened with the procedure. Perhaps. Well, and your brain, of course, it would know as well.
My brain would know?
It can communicate the procedure when we examine it. It is conceivable to trace its surgical scalpel prints once we have the brain. Might take some time, but your brain has no pain nerve to scream at us while we dissect it. Convenient. I detest screaming in my lab.
What's the surgery code you mentioned?
Mobius's legacy code was in the old auto dock. Yes, it fried itself after your procedure, so he couldn't tell for sure. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost.
Why would Mobius want my brain?
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad.
Let's see, are you certain of your findings? Robo-scorpions drain intelligence from living creatures. How, chems?
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical.
Let's see, you seem like the one in charge. You are...
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
Alright. I think that's good. Then I got access to his room, right? Got the dino toy, let's see, okay. So, it looks like we're nearing the end of the DLC, honestly. Open Foot Locker. Saw the mentats. No kidding. More mentats, let's see. Filing cabinets. Mentats, mentats, mentats. Alright, I think we're nearing the end of it. Let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these last couple buildings over here. Open trunk empty. I'm sure I probably got everything over here. That's weird, mannequins and stuff. Range. I don't want any of that. A lot of pre-war stuff. Anything down here? Go and do everything that's drained. Get dialed in. Okay, let's head up here real quick.
Might I be of service, sir?
Let's see, let's go ahead and start selling. Night Stalker egg, pack of cigarettes, pre-war money. What else we got? And then that. I don't even have stem packs. Advanced LAER. Wait. Damage 75. What's this? 83. Should be able to buy. Let's hit MISC. I need to figure out like how to harvest camps better, but it doesn't look like we're too far at this point. Alright, I'll tell you what. How do I unequip a mod? Recharger chip. Whatever. I'll just store it here. I wish, I don't think there's any way of doing it. Here, we'll dump it in here at least, so we can get back to it. What's the antenna doing? Bonus damage against power armor, 76. What's the proton axe doing? 55. Yeah, this is better. No doubt about that. Alright,
Is the light level to your...
What's the hat?
Alright, and then anything else in here? Of course the tank, okay. I believe we have everything. Let's go ahead and start making our way and finalizing up some of the last side quests here. I'm gonna make sure like I get as much as I can out of this. Get the advanced institutional test. Influence people, find the upgrades. The sinks, support AIs. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and wrap up these last few quests here. Okay, so Let's go ahead and dodge over here. I don't even think it's that bad, honestly, based on the other ones too. Like, it seemed pretty basic. And then once again, it's pretty nice that we can just roll up to this, not even worry. Let's see. Which test? Advanced test. For this test, you must use any means necessary to retrieve. Alright, I got you. Upgrade the Sonic Emitter.
Attention, students. This is the
Ready, steady, fighting.
Principal, Dr. Principal Boros.
Can disable force fields. Pretty nice. Not too bad. But it looks like, okay, so we got the emitter upgrade. But where does that leave us with the original test? Retrieve the 3, okay. Keep popping. A little bit minimal, but not too bad. That one's just running. I'm gonna take advantage. Perfect. Of course, we need the dog meat that it drops. I hate how limited I am on food right now. Alright, let's see. I think I'm getting that head. Alright, let's see. Dog meat, perfect. Got that. Yeah, I think it's the same thing. And on top of that too, we should be able to go ahead and start picking up some of the previous ones that we saw. Because I think that was like what was my issue was, right? It was just essentially I couldn't get past the force fields. Now that we have the last upgrade, we can go ahead and accomplish that. I think I could come out of this fully with all the achievements.
And see it was corrupted by fraternities and
Huh.
I can't give you anything for that injury.
Ah, crap.
Please take cover until the danger has been eliminated.
There we go, there we go. And if they put a plays there, not too bad. Alright, I got you, I got you. Construction has nothing on me, bro. Okay. So not too bad. Let's go ahead and get this one here. I think I did this out of order here. Requires key. Is that right? Oh, I can actually do this. Here, let's see. Alright, not too bad. Bottle cap. Oh, is this just the gym? Nuka-Cola, of course we need that. I'm gonna go ahead and pop a Nuka-Cola right now. Alright. I'm pretty sure the last one's below. That's fine, we can actually start finessing it a bit. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Alright, perfect.
no chocolate pudding left in the chair. Brilliant minds. What are you doing now?
I'm gonna grab this last one. I think this is the last tidbit. Just gonna start running. Can I close this door behind me? Hell yeah. Oh. I gotta go for the crits here. Not too bad. This one too.
No more stim packs.
Ah, god damn it, no more. Okay, that's fine. Let me see. Aid. I can do. So that, what is that? 80. Eat it all. Alright, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and keep going down to the last area here, and then we can take it from there. Okay. So we managed to get that. That's pretty legit. And then let's go ahead and log out here and get the last of it.
Do you
And
like
boom.
me?
Got it. Okay, exit. Find more information about the X8 test.
That's all.
That sounds good though. We'll go ahead and call it a day here. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below. It does help out the channel. But in the meantime, we'll go ahead and catch you on the flip side. Anyway guys, have a good one. See ya.